Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Mr. Danny Tamborelli. And Mr. Michael C. Morona.
He came right out. You didn't even have to call his name.
How are you, everybody?
Good.
Thank you so much for being here. Happy holiday weekend. Thanks for taking some time
out. A lot
out.
of people out here for a Sunday.
What's the holiday?
My birthday.
What?
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Well, that's my little sister.
Melissa.
So she's always trying to steal my thunder because she's the youngest.
But you were born in February and she was born in July.
Yeah, it's a much better month to have a birthday in February.
How could she steal?
Because it's so warm in February.
Whoa, I startled you. Didn't mean to.
You did that, bro. Nice.
Well, yes, we're pretty technically
tech savvy
around here. Big shout out to Union Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Tip your waiters, or whatever you have. So, how are you, gents? It's very nice to see you both.
We are not celebrating yet because I have to work tomorrow.
Oh,
that's why it's not a holiday
sad.
weekend.
Everybody a collective. Oh,
That's why it's not a holiday weekend. That's why it's not a holiday weekend yet. I have to work tomorrow.
Okay, we'll feel better about it tomorrow after you work.
Oh yeah. I'm going to charge for 10 hours, but I'm going to work for 2.
Don't put that out there.
Why are you telling everybody
You crazy?
that? That's how you do that?
Are there any production managers
your union,
in the audience?
Your union leader is right in the back, man. That's a big no-no. Itchy, or was that a Rodney Dangerfield? Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you got to come up with a good one-liner, because you did that. That's the rules.
I get no respect.
Okay. Fair.
So what else
happening?
is going on?
No.
What's in the news lately?
No.
Let's not get.
I mean,
bummed out
Dan's,
by that.
Dan's not upset about not working tomorrow, so you must be happy.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm not working tomorrow. No. So yeah, I'm happy. Great. We can move along. I got Spotify. So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I went from a brand I hated,
Wow.
Spotify, to getting Apple Music because I thought it would be a good idea to just have it all in one. And Apple Music's the worst piece of shit in the whole world. They don't do anything but give you the same music. They're like, hey, you like punk rock? You might like The Clash.
Somebody's getting
Like, screw you, man.
the Jay-Z money. You're getting the Jay-Z money right
now.
now.
No. See, I just, for a while, I didn't want to do Spotify because I play in a band and I understand that bands should get paid money and they don't really do a good job paying out, so I didn't want to support it.
Yeah, it's just like that time when Scorsese smashed a bunch of VHS players with a sledgehammer. You remember that?
Oh, yeah. What movie was it?
Why did you move away from Danny? Is my question.
Yeah.
Is that mic more comfortable?
He's getting sweatier, and I could drink without the light in my eyes.
It happens. Wow.
Wow.
That's pretty mean.
Which part?
I think all of it, really. Mostly, I was just trying to talk about Spotify here and you're talking about my sweating and my weight.
You should note that what he used before both of those was, and for a long time, way past the length that anybody should use it, was, what was it, real?
E-music.
No, I used Rhapsody for the longest time.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know. That's because I'm 35 years old. Jesus. I tried to get in early on it. And then he changed to Napster. Then I got Apple Music, and now I'm on Spotify. You know what? I've been on Spotify a week, and finally, or about a month, and this week, they've gotten me down. Before, they thought I was like a 50-year-old man that liked Flock of Seagulls and
which?
a bunch of, a bunch of like early 80s, new wave.
Which, in fairness, your vital signs do indicate.
It's only gonna get
I'm glad that my family's in the audience because I'm the only sad
and they're right up front.
Them.
And they're right up front.
Yeah, I know. I told them not to do that. I gave them, seats in the back on purpose.
Don't get too close, though.
Is your cousin carrying right now?
Carrying?
Is your cousin carrying right now? Not holding, because if he was holding...
No.
He couldn't
Michael,
carry. If he was holding, he couldn't carry.
Yes, my side of the family that's here are a long line of police officers, yes.
So we're safe.
So keep it up.
Yes, we're safe.
Underground.
Mostly underground.
Which part of us is above ground?
I think the tip of my middle finger is.
This
now
is
above
why I
ground.
moved one more seat away.
Yeah, I could see it now. I understand. Well, before I did want to bring up the fact that our show is called Nostalgia Personified, and part of the reason we're here, we wanted to have this little show, which we're going to do monthly. So we'll be back the first Sunday of next month as well. If y'all would love to come out, hang out.
So stay hydrated until then.
That's right. But part of it was that we wanted to show some older footage of sort of maybe clips they've been in, and they could talk about sort of.
I didn't want to know. I just told Jeremy to pick whatever. Whatever you could find on YouTube, do it.
I was really sure I had my ace in the hole, and then the film snapped.
Mike brought a projector to this show.
I lugged. I think the verb is lugged. I lugged a
He
projector.
lugged it? Wait.
I schlepped because Seth drove. I schlepped.
Danny's getting his own personal fan.
My own personal fan.
Don't, if you possible, let's not talk
I
about
burned
it too much.
my own personal fan with the Jackie story.
I don't know what that means.
Didn't you feel exploited?
I got it.
Anyway, so the point is, we have some footage that we'd love to show you and maybe discuss. And if oh my God, you gonna hold it?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a conversation I usually hear from you guys in the bathroom.
That's gonna be a good element for the video portion of this. Your hair
Well,
flying
yeah.
around.
Just see if I can get it.
What was that 50-year-old guy who likes flock of seagulls? What was that?
Oh.
I like black seagulls with a phenomenal head of hair.
Dynamite. I'm adding to the profile.
Again, you know what? I'm going to invite my family over here. You guys are making fun of me. The only people that make me feel good.
It's my mom's birthday, and I haven't called her yet today.
Wow, that is a piss poor son.
I was thinking we could FaceTime her here from the show. Everybody.
Well, yeah, your mother asked me to have Melissa on her birthday.
Ah.
1 day shy.
You were close.
I was.
And you still
Was
are.
that an actual? Wait, hold on. Was that an actual discussion that you had with his mom?
This is a heart-to-heart from way
That's
back.
a serious thing.
You went into the first rehearsal saying that I wasn't fat, I was pregnant.
What a dick.
Well, I think we've established what we will do next month for the show. That we'll have one of our moms come up and talk.
Now,
All
let's
right?
have
We're
Paul.
not doing it now.
Don't invite me.
No, not
We'll have
now.
another
No,
one.
no, no. We'll do
Another one
another
of our moms.
we will be casting for Danny's mom tomorrow, starting at no, absolutely not. Okay, so the first video we're going to show is of Mr. Tamborelli here as a young child.
Gary, if you want to fade.
I don't know what it is, but I'll talk about it.
Here goes.
Here we go.
The ice planet was in a deep freeze until a maniac touched down. Lego Maniac! Only a Lego Maniac could turn such a cold planet into such a cool one. Lego System, Ice Planet, and Space Police, each set sold separately. Maniac not included.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the Lego Maniac for a couple of them. All right. What do you want? What do you want? Yeah, denim vest. It's cool.
There was a
LL
long-
Cool J taught me that last move.
Was that a?
There was a long line of Lego Maniacs. There was Zach, there was Jack, there was Mac, and then there was Crack. Dan was Crack.
I was Crack, the Lego Maniac.
Yes. He was also Zach? I think
Hey,
he got that title by cutting the head off the last Zach.
It's really nice to get heckled up here by your family, you know,
And your fake family.
and my fake family. It's nonstop.
I'm getting it from both sides here.
Yeah. I know I didn't build all that stuff in that speed.
Oh, what about the time lapse part?
Yeah. They made me do that though. I had to try to put it together. I wasn't very good at it.
I can only imagine the director during the time lapse part. Yes, Danny. Okay, you're going very slowly. Don't remember. The camera is clicking at half-second intervals, so you can just build at your own pace. Danny, that's not fast enough.
Danny, can you speed it up?
Danny, Danny, you're sweating.
No, I wasn't sweating there. It was probably nice and icy cold in those studios.
That
You know
was-
how it is with the
Oh
lighting.
yeah, they shot him on the surface of the moon, as I recall.
Actually,
Absolute
that might
zero.
have been the moon. That might have been a moon thing. They had ice.
Planet,
Yeah,
Hoth,
Planet Ice
Hoth.
is like yellow and blue and pink stuff. I don't know.
That sounds like Sweden or Ukraine.
No. I did that, and I also did one that was pirate themed, and I got to take the pirate stuff home. I had a pirate ship.
I was going to say, it looked like you were wearing the Little Pete turtleneck underneath your denim vest.
Nickelodeon made me do that because I wasn't doing anything for Nickelodeon, but I was on Pete and P. And
I couldn't conceive of a character.
You have to continue to protect our brand.
The brand. Ongoing continuity. I couldn't conceive of a character that was... Little Pete had to be less badass then, but it could be this denim vest sporting little corker here.
Well,
I said corker.
Yeah, I heard you.
Maybe the Micro Machines guy? I guess that was an older man.
He died. He lived too fast.
Wow.
Reality setting in.
Is that a speed mouth talk or is that cocaine talk? I can't tell.
Who knows?
Listen, everybody has their own secrets.
The autopsy was done like that.
That's right. So any other...
Peanut cirrhosis in the liver.
Any other...
First Homer Simpson indicator of the episode.
Any other questions? Does anybody have a question about the commercial that you just saw?
The denim vest in the commercial specifically.
We'll do
other
a question
than my
per.
family.
Okay.
They've already shouted out enough.
They've exhausted their questions for the evening.
It's like football rules, you know? You got 2 timeouts, or 3 timeouts, and 2 challenges.
Okay, no questions. Moving on.
Well,
Playoffs.
No, I'm kidding.
What?
So we'll move on, Mike. I know you had this amazing thing planned with the director, but I have a backup.
He's so analog that he brought a projector here to show you a commercial that he was able to get the actual film footage for, which is actually pretty cool, but inherently Brooklyn. And just, he also brought, a barrel of pickles that he made.
We're proud to announce
with cardamom in it.
Proud to announce our new artisanal chain, Inherently Blank. We're starting in Brooklyn. We're gonna do Inherently Ridgewood. We're gonna do Inherently Hunts Point. Inherently St. George. And Inherently Tribeca.
And here we go.
Oh yeah.
Cousas came from Waikusa Valley as friends for Cabbage
What the
Patch
hell
Kids,
is this?
Your girls and boys, bringing luck and joy. A Cousa cheers you up on a gloomy day and does such funny things because Cousas like to play. And Cousas are curious.
They think that they can read.
A Cousa likes a cookie too, but hugs are what they really need.
Now Cousas have their own care center, sold separately. ID collars carry the names you give them, so have fun and cuddle up.
Cuddle up with a Cousa.
Shame you couldn't do a regular Cabbage Patch.
Wow.
Oh. Truth hurts, Brian.
Yeah.
Truth hurts. I have like a cave-in in my head from when my sister hit me with a regular Cabbage Patch doll. I don't...
Did you deserve it? That's the real question.
I was probably asking for it that morning. I can remember, as you build your resume or your CV for our European friends, you would add your commercials that you did to the top of the resume and knock ones off the bottom or whatever. The more recent ones made it to the top. And now that you've done this, you've jogged my memory, and I remember in 12 Point Courier the word Cousas across my resume a long, long time ago. That is so weird. Yeah, my sister and I were fighting about something unrelated, probably Voltron. When she held her Cabbage Patch, which was the one with no hair, the real baby one, by both legs, on the couch, on the arm of the couch, and jumped off the arm of the couch and whoosh, like that onto my head.
Wow. So that
explains the last 27 years of your life.
I woke up 3 days later in a Nickelodeon intensive care ward.
Green goo dripping into
an IV of Gap.
Orange IVs, orange and green IVs saving me.
We have to keep him alive. We have 4 more seasons to shoot.
I did not remember that. That's amazing. I thought you were going to do the Robotech commercial that I did.
I don't do the first 10 options on YouTube. I go
Nice.
deep.
They're probably tainted.
He goes deep.
It's fake YouTubes anyway.
At very
probably.
least 15.
You go
That's
deep
right.
cuts.
That's right.
I think you still hug like that. That's That's the thing that caught me the most. I was like, you know what? Mike still hugs like that.
Who wants to see Mike give Danny a hug like
When I
that
recollect-
stuffed animal thing?
When I recollect,
Come on.
You're gonna have to scoot back to this chair, pal.
Give me a...
when I recollect those days,
Hey, he's sweating too, by the way. I just want everyone to know. Michael
It-
C.
it
Morona's
seems-
got
a sheen. I got
a
a sheen.
sheeny brow.
It seems that the first 3 takes of that commercial we had to throw away because I hugged the Kusa too close.
Whoa.
And that was maybe the
Is that the
first.
director saying, easy, Michael, on the Kusa?
No, they could. Oh, that's the origination of that phrase. Yes, but also,
Mike, could you go easy on that Kusa, please? Come on.
it could be said that I invented hover hands that very day. Hold on, you're the You're the doll. You're the doll.
For the listener, Danny is slumped over like a half-dead.
Show me on the
cabbage patch
doll where you drank.
Okay. And here comes the hug.
Show me
from
on me
Michael
where
C.
he touched you.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, that's a hug. That is.
I feel like I hugged that doll like I was wearing gloves. Like gloves that made look like I had 4 fingers instead of 5. Disney gloves or something.
Simpsons fingers.
I got Simpsons fingers. And Cockney neck.
Do we do anything for you, Jeremy? I know you've. He's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, you could go deep on his CV.
The problem is I have to dig.
That's you in Powder. You were great in Powder.
Co-starring role. I mean, yeah.
Oh, you played the fork, right?
Yeah, so I don't have any credits, but I did find this. Oh man, look at that, guys.
Wait, what commercial is this from?
What the hell is this?
But this is my footage.
I think you took this from the
Wait,
Rand
did you
Paul
dye your...
doc-
Look at the tight roll pants.
Cool roll. He cool rolled them.
No, did you make this?
Drinking Mountain Dew. Drinking
Look
Mountain
at that
Dew.
sweater. Wow.
He wins best soundtrack of the 3.
Here we are in his Toreador phase.
I later killed that puppy.
Wait, did you say you killed that puppy?
You drowned that puppy.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
I don't remember either of our commercials coming with
wait
a
a
special
second.
thank you to the viewer.
I would
Is that
also
sponsored by you?
me and the the
You
song.
got
You were
sponsorship?
supposed to get something that you found off. I mean, you've been like an extra in a couple things.
Yeah,
and
no,
we
not-
were
not
We weren't
custom
looking
made.
for like family pictures.
Yeah.
And why is your hair not blonde now?
I don't have blue eyes now either, but
What
hey,
the fuck?
I'd like to thank Kizoa.com who made that online slideshow for me.
Wait, did you have to? Were
is
you
it a
forced to
Kizoa
move?
Did you actually make a commercial so you could play that?
No,
I
that's
don't-
just
that's.
Can we go back and check the copyright date on that commercial? What is it? And what day did we book the Union Hall show?
maybe we should just move on.
It's just a
And
simple.
does anybody have any other questions? And like why your hair and eye color are different? So
I'm
was
not-
that the same? Did you not have any pictures as a kid? Did you just scour the internet to find some kid that looked
That's
almost like you?
that's all the
like
orphanage
super
would give me.
close?
If I could bring
It's
it back
all the orphanage
to the
would-
Koosas for a second. If I could bring it back to the
Yeah,
Koosas.
let's do that, and then let's
Did you have like a favorite toy growing up?
I did.
I didn't see you photographed in any of those shots. I guess are of you with any toys or friends.
I still have this toy, and it's a Cookie Monster. That's disgusting now, and the eyeballs have been
Why the
broken
hell
in
would
two.
you keep it?
I don't know, man. I wanted
He's
to
gonna
keep
give it to his
grown-ass
kid.
man.
He's gonna give it to his kid.
Are you going to give that kid hepatitis C as well? That's
Okay, that's
unfortunate.
okay. That's hepatitis jokes in back-to-back episodes. All right, one more. I'm gonna ring you up. Oh, you only have B. You have B left.
Yeah.
You only have B left.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
So I get one more, and I'll use it again.
Hepatitis commercial back in the day.
Well,
Your PSA.
You're ruining next month.
Wait.
I told my family to stop talking.
I'm pretty sure.
God!
Pretty sure he did a commercial for hepatitis. That's why it wasn't so popular. Hey, kids, feeling bloated? Too much blood? Try hepatitis.
No, it was a CDC thing, Michael. The Center for Disease Control. You know it?
Sorry, we got rid of that in the last budget.
Truth.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a big round of applause for their old commercials. How about that?
Thank you.
I didn't get to answer any questions about the Kusa.
I mean, the Kusa is probably the most horrifying thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Here we
That's
go.
probably,
again.
it did not last long. It did not test well either.
Yeah.
They said,
Cabbage Patch.
Why is that kid hugging him like that? Does he have invisible spines?
The shareholders were not pleased.
Oh, I can just see them too. We should
Hey,
have made Cabbage Patch Kids
Jeremy.
to them.
I'm cool with that.
We've lost Jeremy forever.
Thank goodness.
Make one video collage.
Well, at least he admitted it.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I really wanted.
I mean, I
was some
found
truth.
one video collage. Ladies and gentlemen, how about we get a guest up here on stage? How do you feel about
let's
that?
do that.
We do have an empty chair.
That's right. He is a musician and a Tony Award winner. John Gallagher Jr., ladies and gentlemen.
I stood up.
Do you like to swing?
Okay. That's for the
Thanks, John.
for the video portion.
Thank you for the warm welcome.
Awesome. It's
I've
John
been
Gallagher
doing
Jr.
the kickback thing, so
charge.
That's very cool.
I'm doing the kind of the side saddle thing here.
Oh, that's very rad too.
You're a troubadour, though. You know about
I know all about the microphone placement.
micro placement.
Various
is-
ways that
it's
you can
key,
do it.
right?
I enjoy because I play drums in a band and I have to sing.
So he
And,
needs a boom mic.
So I really enjoy the kind of like the flex arm one. They don't really make those so much anymore. That kind of it's like Phil Collins kind of thing where it like arches around down to the mouth.
It's like a.
Do you have to bring those with you?
Yeah.
Those aren't. That's usually not in the back
It's not
line.
very
huh?
common.
You got to
in
buy
the-
them
in
up.
the
There
rock
was a
clubs.
factory in Rochester that made them, but they're all gone now.
Oh,
They
darn
did
it.
actually end up using Phil Collins' face in branding for several years until they got sued.
At this point, I have to admit,
Best I can do.
I named my son after several things, but I might have named him after Steven Gerrard, who's a Liverpool football player, and who was once allegedly arrested for beating up a DJ for not playing Phil Collins at a nightclub. And once I read that, I loved him even more. I loved him for his exploits on the field, but I loved him for that even more.
And what about Gerard Depardieu?
No,
Did you
he's
name your
not.
son
No,
after?
he's not named after the famous tax dodger and
Okay.
and lover.
And doesn't he have like a winery?
I want to go to Miami. I want to go to Miami. That's
I
his
read some
wine.
interview-
Well, we just lost France. Son of a bitch.
I read an interview with him once where he was like, I wake up and I immediately start drinking wine, and then around dinner time I switch to whiskey, and then usually have a vodka before I go to bed or something. And I was like, wow. I mean,
He
that's-
had been listening to a lot of Sublime at the time. So I think it was, I drink two wines before I drink two wines before I drink two more, is what it is.
Precisely.
Wow. I didn't know you know any Sublime lyrics. I'm proud
Actually,
of you.
I didn't, and I don't listen to them. I know that lyric was carved into some of my dorm furniture. It's the only reason I remember it. Somebody before us had carved it into the dorm furniture.
You got to really love that song to carve it.
It was a different
Right.
time back then.
Right?
It was,
You've
Takes a long
different
time.
world.
You've carved in your life,
I've
right?
carved.
That was like
I'm saying-
pre-Twitter.
I'm saying stuff matters to you when you're young, and like there's like a song lyric that just matters so much.
Yeah.
Is there one for you that sticks out?
Oh gosh, I'm probably too many to even figure one out. That would
Something about a love, like a first love or a lost love.
I'm trying to think of like what I mean. I know I wrote quotes and stuff on my notebooks and everything.
You can say Trapper Keeper. It's okay.
Am I Trapper Keeper? They were all weird though. What was I into?
I recently
Yeah,
found.
we need a little.
I was okay. I was
we need
really,
to look in at
I was really
middle
creeped out
school, high
when
school.
Weird Al would write original songs. Like I did not get those at all.
Yeah.
I did not get those.
Wait,
like
you
I
didn't
got all
you
the.
didn't like Dare to Be Stupid?
No, I love Dare to Be Stupid because it was clearly a Devo derivative. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like that was done in the style of. But this, like, he's done a few songs that are just like about tragic loves that are just like, this is not a parody.
Like
This
in
is-
earnest, like real.
Yeah. Like originals of his own.
You got to change your name. You have to have an additional stage name if you're Weird Al Yankovic and you want to sing earnest songs. I feel like
Yeah.
you
it's-
should.
it's
His
strange-
manager should have really been on top of that.
Strange, earnest.
Ernest Al
Yeah, Ernest Al.
for one tour.
And that actually is the name of the prescription drug that's sponsoring the tour, Ernestal. Ernestal relieves the uncomfortability commonly associated with parody people writing original songs.
The only original Weird Al song I can think of is like a minute-long song that my cousins used to play called Harvey the Wonder Hamster.
That doesn't sound earnest at all.
I don't know why.
But that's from back in the day, right? That's not recently, right?
That's not recent.
That's
that
from
was
when he was like a DJ on the radio.
That was
right?
it was like I think it was like Amish Paradise era.
Okay.
Oh, that's late enough.
I want to say.
I feel like that's the latest Weird Al Yankovic song I know.
Well, he did do what was the one that it like became like a hit like 5 or 6 years ago. It was
he did
maybe
Happy?
what was it? White and
Nerdy.
Wasn't that like a giant?
We've
hit?
got Al Yankovic right here.
Is this Harvey the Wonder Hamster?
Yeah, his originals are so disturbing.
He stole this from John Philip Sousa.
I think
This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. That's not an original song at all.
I just recall a beach trip to in New Jersey with my cousins when I was a kid, and that was playing all the time.
Was
How
that on
old
the
were
tape?
you?
Was that on the
It's
tape
like
deck or the
12
CD?
13. It was a CD. Yeah.
Okay, so then you could immediately repeat it.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
no
you go
waiting.
right back.
Oh,
Some of those CD players had things that you could just go back once and just repeat the one song.
Yeah. Oh, it's all coming back to me now. And he also remember how U2 wrote a song for the Batman Forever soundtrack.
How could I forget?
Weird Al also parodied that on that album.
Why?
What was that? U2's Hold Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me, Thrill Me, Kill Me.
and his was like Stab Me.
It was it was about it was about going to the dentist. That's right. You know,
Bonus
Yo,
points
you
to the
guys
fact
have
checker in
a
the
straight
audience.
connection right now.
we know
Wow.
all the obscure Weird Al songs from 1997.
Oh.
The last time Notre Dame was good.
Is that 97?
Hey,
Wow.
Just
hey,
like
hold
that.
on a second.
Just like that.
John, I just want to tell you that is Michael C. Morona trying to incite my family right now.
Oh,
Because when we were walking in here, I was telling you that story about how I got in a fight with my aunt because I was wearing a Michigan Wolverines hat.
This is
and
the
they had
first-
just beaten.
Carolyn, this is the first time we've met, and I just so
It's really unfair. But yeah, we got into a tussle.
the English have a word for it. I'm chuffed that we're meeting. I'm completely chuffed.
So anyway, I'm just giving you context into that. He's trying to incite a riot from them. So
And they're seated
If
on
you
the
wanna help
aisle,
me
so
out
I'm going to
in
get
any
about
way,
5
I
shots
wanna
as I
avert-
leave.
you just keep Notre Dame out your mouth, I guess. That goes for everybody here.
Like,
No, I already told this story. Hey, Ma, you don't listen to the podcast, I guess, because I told this story.
Shots. Shots fired.
She is here. No. We don't have to tell. You can go back in the archives for it. But she's here, so I don't want to do anything to screw it up because she did knock me down a large hill, and I feel like I still have vertigo from it mostly.
you have vertebrae out of place,
It was a high hill that I was started on. Oh God! Please, I'm never inviting my family to a show ever again.
I'm bringing some cousins to jog my memory next
This
time.
becomes a bad deal. Anyway, John, so I just want to let you know.
John, you never carved any lyrics in your arm or your furniture or
Jesus.
anything?
no. I don't think I did. No. But honestly I was having like some weird flashbacks when you guys were rolling those commercials because when I was like 14 or 15, I did some toy commercials.
Okay.
And I was suddenly like I hadn't thought of that in years. And then I was watching those and I was like, oh, and you were talking about working with the director. And I was remembering some traumatic experiences that I had. I actually did some hand modeling for the Phantom Menace toys
Yeah.
when that Star Wars came
Yeah.
out. And I remember we got there and we got to the studio. It was here in New York, and I grew up in Delaware, so I took the train up with my parents. And we got there, and they were like, "Okay, let's see your hands." And I was there, and there was one other kid there, and they were like, "We're gonna have to take these guys to the salon." And so they took us to get our nails done.
Montage.
We went and got manicures.
And
I was like 14 years old, and I was and then suddenly we were like at this cool salon getting our nails manicured.
Brush here, brush there.
And I was like kind of I was into it. It felt great.
Did your cuticles bleed?
A little bit. At that part, I was kind of.
It always happens
the first time.
Oh yeah. I needed to keep going back.
Hey now. We must be fake TV brothers.
Switch chairs.
Cool.
Thank God.
But I do remember the director was like, no, really play with the toy. Like I'm not like pretend we're not here. Just like what would you be doing? And I was like, I don't really play with toys anymore. So I don't know what I would be doing. He was like, really like take the X-wing thing and make the noise. Like
I don't know.
He was
what
like
that noise
really,
is.
and he was like, I was really like, I was like, I'd rather not to. Can I just do it in silence? He was like, no, I really want to feel that you're like playing and having fun with these toys. And I was like, it's
Just
not
made a buzzing
it's-
sound with the X-wing.
It's not
No,
Eugene
no, no.
O'Neill. It's a toy commercial for Star Wars.
Full disclosure, I did look to see if I could find any dirt on you commercial wise, and
They're
couldn't
not out
find
there.
anything.
And then
Yeah.
there was one, and I cannot remember and maybe somebody can figure out what it is. But there was one where I'm actually on camera, and I really hope nobody can ever find it.
But you thought it was a hand commercial,
it's a
so you're
toy-
just doing this.
It's a toy, and I cannot even remember the name. It was a ball. It was a ball that had like a series of lights crisscrossing all around it, and it was kind of in the vein of like Simon or something like that. You had to like follow the light path and turn the ball at the right time. And
it was just lights. It wasn't audio like that.
I can't remember the name of the toy. It was, but all I remember was that when I got the part, they were like, "So we're gonna do like this very groovy, like '60s kind of vibe, is what we're going for." And they were like, "So just prepare like some like '60s kind of character thing." And I was like, and I took it very seriously, and I was like, oh, I really got to show up with my act together. And I'm not even kidding. This was, I don't know what I was thinking. I like at the end of Austin Powers, he has like a little monologue, and I like memorized this monologue from Austin Powers, thinking like, if they need me to improvise something, I'll have this Austin Powers monologue. And sure enough, they were like, now John, just do a take where you just kind of do whatever you want to do. And I was like, okay. And I did like a 2-minute thing from Austin Powers. And I remember like, they were like, okay, cut. And it was like, just dead silent. And the director was like, okay, cool. Well, let's do another one, but maybe just like a couple words, like something really simple. Maybe don't do the monologue from the end of Austin Powers.
Look,
to sell a toy.
At least the director lets you go that long. I mean, usually
honestly,
you couldn't have stopped you.
He couldn't have stopped me like immediately because it was evident that I was just going to go and go and go.
Freight train.
Oh man,
I'm striking out on the ball toy that lights
this
up.
was like circa 1999, 98.
I'm getting a lot of bop it.
That was a good year for toys.
Yeah, I have a bop it, weirdly enough.
A lot of Simon Says.
I don't know why I still have that.
You twist it?
Sometimes, yeah.
I find it's about a quarter of the time.
Occasionally. But.
Oh boy,
that battery's still. I haven't even changed the battery.
That you change it once.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
were you able to keep the toy at
No,
the
they
end?
didn't give us one.
That's
no.
such bullshit. I lived for doing commercials to have them at the end be like, "Do you want it?"
Here's your denim vest, son.
I did. No, it was never the clothing that it was always the toy itself that I wanted. I really could given a shit
Pretty
about.
sure it was the denim vest.
Okay, fine. I took home the denim vest. I did. I took it home. All right, and I wore it to school. With my
I served a
Tevas.
suspension in that vest. That looks like the type of vest you wear when
No,
you get
I was
in trouble
too young.
for fighting
No.
in school.
I'd gotten bigger. That was maybe like 11 years old. I couldn't fit into that. And when again, I was getting in trouble in high school.
I had a denim
Idiot.
vest.
You had a denim vest?
You had a
Yeah.
denim vest?
Yeah, because I was Ernest for Halloween one year.
Nice.
Oh,
Ernest
that
Al.
word keeps coming up. First, now it's
I think I was Ernest twice. Because in some of the movies, long sleeve gray shirt.
Oh my
some of the movies, short sleeve.
Wow, you're
gray shirt.
dedicated to the craft. John
Had
Gallagher
my
Jr.
bases covered when I was playing.
He's hooked on the Varney. Is that his name?
Jim Varney.
Jim Varney.
Hooked on the Varney.
Hooked on the Varney.
Yeah, I went the last one to get a theatrical release. I went to see. I remember.
Kind of like me and Tank Girl. I'll never forget that from high school. I organized my friends to take a walk down to what that theater was on like 85th and Lexington. Oh yeah, we'll get there. Oh yeah, we're gonna get tickets early. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we were alone in the theater. Release day.
Why?
You know, like
People
the
didn't
first
want to go see
Friday.
Tank Girl in the movie theater?
Oh man, I was so psyched. I was warmed up for that one.
I've never.
Yeah, you
seen
were so
Tank Girl.
warmed up for it. He had a haircut. He had the
did.
Tank Girl haircut, straight up.
Girl haircut.
Lori Petty.
Yeah.
I bought a Tank Girl dog tag at like a gift shop, and I'd never even seen the movie. I was just like, these are cool.
You see?
And I wore these like Tank Girl dog tags.
There's
and I
a
was like,
universal language to
Look,
it, people.
I knew there was something I liked about you. I had a Tank Girl T-shirt that I bought from like a Tower Records or something, and I didn't give a shit about Tank Girl, but it was like a dark green shirt, but it had these like bombs on them, and it looked cool. And it said Tank Girl. I was like, you know what? I got a gift card. I'm gonna get that. And I didn't know anything about it either.
I can't believe we both had
It's very weird.
Tank Girl merch. having
Don't say
never seen the film.
Don't say anything, Jeremy, because I know you're gonna have a Tank Girl
You have a
story.
Tank
Say
Girl
it.
story?
Say it.
No, I own the. I think I own the VHS of that or DVD. Yeah, I don't have the story though.
I guess that's a
I didn't
tenuous
prep a
enough
story
connection.
for Tank
That's
Girl.
fine.
None of us prepped this story. It just comes out, man. That's what this is all about. Do you understand?
You're doing great. So it's not called My Pal, is it?
No.
Because this kid looks like you a little bit.
Looks like it could be young me.
Oh, you were just looking for doppelgangers this whole time?
Yeah, you saw what he posted already. I mean,
guess
he's
it's
very
easier-
good at it.
I guess it's a lot easier than searching Google for Toy Sphere 1998.
Yeah.
It was
and I've
90s
tried
toy,
that.
ball, lights up.
Yeah.
And
I've-
if we have a fact checker out there, maybe you can give me a better search term, but 90s toy, tall, ball, lights up.
His dad on his phone. He can't be your
Okay,
Nope.
great.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, I have
Thank God, in a way.
It's gonna come to me in
Well-
the middle of the night. I'm gonna wake up and have the name of this toy.
Make sure-
Well, you know
Tweet
what's
us.
great for the listener when this comes out in like a month.
They'll be
We'll
screaming.
have it. No, we'll have it already up for you.
Exactly.
They'll say that was the show where they invented Human Simon. That's where we all just huddle up next to each other, like four of us, and when people touch us, we go boop,
Boop.
beep.
I had some.
Well, I guess that's what we're doing next month, kids. So come on back.
That'll be a good one. That'll be a good one.
My family will come next month.
I hope they're quieter.
So,
Would you? Wow. Would you like to have Steve Harvey referee between our parents or Richard Dawson?
Yeah. Okay. Either one. Steve
very
Harvey's hard
busy.
to get. He doesn't like to talk to anybody, even his
yeah,
own
he's
staff.
very busy.
Don't talk to him in the hallway.
No.
Do not talk to him in the makeup chair. Jeremy, I'm looking at your computer.
Do you
like
have
there's
anything
something
like
going
that,
on.
John?
Yeah.
And like a writer, do you like
No.
when you're
I've
you know,
never.
doing
I
your
don't.
thing?
I don't know that I've ever given like any kind of special instruction. Sometimes on movie sets too, people are like, "How do you like to work?" And I'm like, "I don't.
I like
know.
to
I don't
show
know."
up and then I do my thing and I go home.
Yeah, exactly. I get there on time, do the thing, and then
Hit
and
my
then I
marks
leave.
and say my lines.
Yeah. I don't have
You
any
sure
kind
you
of-
don't want like a bunch of brown M&Ms in a glass? Because we
I
can
mean,
give you one of
that'd
those.
be great. I mean, if they were there,
If you don't want to talk to
Sure.
the grips, I will tell every single
love talking
grip.
to the grips.
Oh, that'd be great. I heard
the-
Melanie Griffith has a thing for electrics.
A thing to not talk to them, or
think,
to
yeah.
talk
To talk to them.
Yeah. All right.
No, but that'd be great if you could be like, this department can't talk to me.
I'm sure you
If
can.
if I talk
Hey,
to
next
one
time you're on a
gaffer-
movie set, I think you should try it. Let
My
us know
family
how it
was
goes.
insulted by a set dresser once. I won't have them.
I don't want to talk to continuity. I don't give a shit what you say.
Sir,
This glass has always been half full.
Yeah.
It will be half full. I promise.
I was thinking about. I'm going backwards, but I was thinking about the scrawling things, and I do remember having a bedroom that I painted black at some point because teen angst.
Rolling
And-
Stones.
Yeah, and I put a very large corn logo. Yep. Yeah.
Did you spell it right?
Oh yeah, with the KORN. Oh yeah. It was even
Did you
kind
put
of.
the R backwards?
I certainly did.
The R has to be back.
must be
Yes.
Aggressive K.
Yes.
That was
Yes.
actually
Yeah.
that was
The
what
pro-
the band was first called, was Aggressive K, but then they went with Korn.
The problem was when I left the house and they tried to paint it over. It's very hard to paint over.
But like every morning when you left the house, or when
No,
you
the new
moved
paint
out?
job looks great, but there's something funny about that
Yeah.
corner right there.
Yeah. So my brother owns the house now. The nieces are in the rooms, and every time I just want to see the shadow of Korn in one of them, and be like, "Don't go down the path I went down."
That reminds me of. Have you guys ever noticed this? It's one of my favorite kind of weird New York things that I've ever discovered. But over on Bergen Street and Fourth Avenue, for years and years and years, there's a patch of cement where when it was drying, somebody wrote in Blues Traveler.
Sorry.
And I used to live over there, and every time I would walk by it, like several times a day, and I just want to know so bad. Like, did Blues Traveler write this? Like, were they?
John Popper lived right there.
Maybe they were playing an early show in New York, and they were like, "Hey, this cement's drying. Let's leave our mark here."
It's
Or somebody
it's
really
pre-internet.
loves Blues Traveler.
It's pre-internet because if they were really trying to do it, they would have added .com to it. It was like
Yes,
free
right. Or
advertising.
exactly.
At Blues
Or
Traveler.
at Blues Traveler, yeah.
Yeah, the internet has totally changed all sidewalk scrawling since then. People are appending, all kinds of suffixes to them nowadays.
There's a whole department in the city that if you post something with a website or a name, they track it down and then send you a bill for basically littering, I guess. I had that happen to me once.
Oh.
So
Did you make a fake one or a real one?
It was for a movie, and I had just got the domain, and they did a big press thing where it was all over the.
It was plastered, folks.
Yes, yeah. The English word is plastered. Anyway, so yeah, don't post posters. You'll get in trouble.
Don't
I
write
didn't pay
Blues
the fees.
Traveler in drying.
Just
Right,
avoided them.
Blues Traveler.
I think that's entirely harmless.
Yeah, I find it very comforting. Anytime I walk by there, I'm always like, "Oh, it's still there. It's still there."
Well, you play in bands. You have stickers for your bands.
No, no. We don't, I'm so kind of like we're so lazy and we don't do anything. We don't even play. No, I should though. I should do like stickers and buttons.
Yeah,
and
you
all
should
the
do
good
stickers
stuff.
and buttons, and you can put them up everywhere. As long as you don't put .com or anything
Just
after,
leave
you
the
can't get in trouble for it.
Well, whoever owns the domain, so just make the rhythm guitarist put his name on it, so that you're just like,
Wow. So you're looking for
He'll
like
get my
you're like
bills.
You need a scapegoat.
who's the one that oh yeah, the rhythm guitarist. Yeah, we could get another
We're
one.
looking for
we can always get it.
Jeremy.
We can always get another rhythm guitar.
Jeremy Balin, come out with your hands up.
no. I did listen to your album. I think it's wonderful. You guys should go check it out. It's under the name Johnny Gallagher.
Yeah, Johnny Gallagher. Yeah, I'm trying to confuse.
It's humanizing.
I'm trying to confuse people and sell the least amount that I can by getting established as an actor and then putting a record out without that name. Damn, it's a great idea. I don't know
We
why I
are
did that.
kindred spirits, man. I did the same thing.
Did you?
Yeah, Dan Tamborelli with the band.
Right.
Stupid.
It's 'cause
very stupid.
Wait.
I think Dan has sort of a long game plan to change his name to Jounce.
Jounce?
Jounce Tamborelli?
I think he's going to change his name to Jounce, and that's why all those band names will make sense. Dan, is that true?
John,
I
Danny's
don't
band's name is Jounce.
Our parents. thanks for-
33
thanks-
West.
Thanks
33
for the
West.
plug. Thanks for the plug, Mike.
Yeah, man. I want to come see it. You playing
yeah.
anytime soon?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. We're lazy too.
Speaking of
We're lazy too. We're trying to make a record.
This plug is taking an unplanned turn.
Yeah, but can you? I did read that it took you a couple of years to put out this last record.
Yeah, the funny thing is that I recorded it in 6 days and then 3 years later released it. so it made it seem like I was this tortured artist in Mad Scientist in the laboratory somewhere, but it was actually a pretty easy process making it. But I just kind of was stressing myself out about how I was going to put it out and what the right way to do it was, and I put it out with a small label called Rockwood Music Hall Recordings. They have a venue. The venue is the primary thing there, but they also started this label. But yeah, next time I really do want to take 3 years to record it. And
But actually spend the time.
Yeah,
but not
go
10
insane
years. Don't,
and, like,
don't
grow
do
my
a
hair
Chinese democracy for everybody, please. Because I still listen to it. I try. It took all that time, and I was like, I'm going to listen to it, and it was terrible.
I've never
It
heard
really
the
hurt.
record.
It really hurt my feelings.
I don't know how long it takes blue whales to fuck, but then the gestation the gestation period after that is like upwards of 18 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if
That's how I thought of my record. That's what I was
I knew
aiming
this.
for.
I knew this would be apt.
The album is called.
Plug the album.
The album's called 6 Day Hurricane. You guys should listen to it. I've been listening to it. I talked to John earlier. And
It's on Spotify.
It's on Spotify. Hey, now.
Spotify.
Man, thanks for bringing that back.
Yeah.
Someone told me I should listen to the new Miranda Lambert record because it's really good, and I'm afraid to because I don't want to screw up the Discovery Weekly that I got going because it's so perfect now. So you have to think about what you want to listen to because you don't want
The wild card in
something
there.
weird to pop into your queue, and all of a sudden
I'm doing that with Netflix.
you got Ariana
right now.
Grande and
Yeah.
Miranda Lambert, and you're like, I didn't listen to this. I swear.
I'm tainting all my watch lists.
I'm stealing a friend's Netflix as we speak, and I am watching weird shit. Weird shit, like the prostitute "Where Are You Now" thing, like like teddy bears and
that
drag.
was autobiographical.
And whose dad's account is it? Paul Tamburelli.
I think he's here in the audience tonight.
Edmund Hawkins, are you in the audience? Great, it's Edmund Hawkins. So if you need a Netflix access,
Ed.Hawkins at
There you
gmail.com.
go.
That's in the
There you go.
password is Ed,
But
Ed,
no,
Ed, 3.
if you ever get on, another friend's Netflix, make sure and
Try and make it as weird as possible.
because then when you show up at their house and you're like, you look at their
What the
queue,
hell have you been watching?
What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you watch it at 3 a.m.?
I once had a rogue name profile show up on my Netflix. It was really spooky.
Oh wow!
Did they guess,
a name that I did
guess
not,
your account?
And I don't know. I came home one time and it was like I went on and it's like there was my name and my girlfriend's name and that's normal. And then then Caitlin.
Oh, I thought it was like
There was a third one.
Producer Jeremy.
There
Woods.
was a profile.
Who the hell is Caitlin? First of all,
I don't even know.
Second, this kind of reminds me of a postcard that Dan received recently.
Oh, man, you going to bring that up right now? Yeah, so one of my friends thought it would be funny, and I know it's one of my friends because my friends from Jersey, they call me Tambo. No, I don't know.
I use this particular
It's very
piece
smart.
of
Wow.
First spill of the night, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, you okay? Everybody okay?
Doing great.
Computer
Doing really
okay?
good.
You notice that
Still have
nobody.
this much wine left.
You notice that nobody who had their own commercial spilled so far.
Truth.
Yeah, but also the only person with a photo collage.
We would get beat by the director if we spilled anything.
Yeah, we were conditioned.
No, one of my friends thought it would be funny to send me a postcard unmarked with a woman's rear end and a volleyball that says.
I think they call it a
said,
bikini
like-
butt. They
yeah,
call it
it's
a bikini butt
with a volleyball, and it was like, here's a beach ball. And you flip it over, and it was like, hey, just thinking about you, wanted you to feel special. Do you feel special? No signature, nothing. I'm away, and my lovely lady goes and gets the mail, gets that postcard, and immediately sends it to me with one of those.
check from Spotify, 35 cents.
Yeah, exactly. And I get one of those emojis with like the flat, straight end.
Oh, that's the worst emoji to get from
it's not a
somebody
good
you
one
care about.
because you don't really know. Are you really mad? It's not like angry.
Yeah.
It's not. You're not definitely not happy.
Oh, that rakes you over some coals.
And then you just got to be like, oh man, damage control. Does it have a name on it? No. Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be sending it to you like this.
I said Tambo. That I knew it had to be one of your friends.
Well, that's what I was like.
was a good
Okay,
detective.
you're giving it away. So I texted all my friends in
And
San
I
Francisco.
disguised my handwriting
I
really
did that.
well.
I looked and I was like, okay, it was sent from San Francisco. Went through the Rolodex. I still have one. Geek, nerd, and I'm pretty sure I figured out who it is, but. It was uncomfortable for a little bit.
You still don't know for sure?
I don't know for sure. I sent one of my friends told me that they think it was this person, so I sent her a couple texts saying the jig is up, and then I got nothing. And then I was like, I know it was you, and I still got nothing.
Still got nothing back.
And then I sent one. I said silence is incriminating.
You finally
I still
got a response.
No, I got no response. She's stonewalling me, which I feel like it's her. So
Let's
I
imagine
figured
it's
it out.
not the right person.
Well, maybe.
Maybe you have the wrong number for your
this young woman.
Maybe you have a wrong number for your friend.
It's true. It's a friend I haven't seen in a while, so maybe she has a new phone
Change
number.
numbers, yeah. It's been reassigned.
Hey,
That's
can
how I would respond to that harassment.
Mike, can we switch again?
Did we think of the same joke?
Yeah.
Okay, for the listener, I spilled my drink because I'm getting a little drunk. And Danny and Mike have switched seats again.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
mostly for the
So
fan.
warm.
Oh, it's a
nothing,
fan
it has
access.
nothing to do with
For
anything
the
else.
listener.
Can I
It's
be
not
honest
for
with
the
you?
fan.
I mean, if anybody should be getting the fan, it should be the guest of the show.
Be John
no?
Gallagher.
It's
Jr.
quite all right.
Yeah.
It actually feels wonderful.
Great.
The
Sorry, everybody else.
the Vornado.
You guys have two big fans over here. you know?
Vornado, my favorite.
Yeah,
band.
Paul and Sally Tamborelli.
Yeah.
Well, someone's having margaritas earlier. That's what I feel is have. That's a woo. That's a margarita woo.
Margarita Woo. That was actually
Sitting here in
that was my first
Margarita
teacher.
Woo.
My first teacher was Margarita Woo.
Oh, Margarita Woo. It's a good day for some margaritas. Out
Yeah,
there.
yeah, it's pretty nice.
Oh yeah,
Warm.
holiday weekend.
Not yet. Some of us have to work tomorrow.
Do you have to work tomorrow,
Well,
John?
I do
No,
have to
no.
work tomorrow.
Actually, I have band practice.
Oh, well, that's sort of like work.
So much for being lazy.
If the band actually
Hey, if you're in a
existed-
band and you say you're going to band practice, you think of it as work, all right? That's what I've been telling my girlfriend for
years.
For years,
Years
okay?
now,
So,
yeah.
yeah, we're going to work.
Yeah, and he always comes back with like an appetite and glassy eyes.
I have to clock in noon to 2. I don't know how I'm going to survive.
Oh, man.
Gotta clock in.
You got to wake up early, man.
Oh, I know. I gotta wake up at like 11:45. I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
You have any good,
He's been a great sport, hasn't he?
like, beachy, nostalgic stories?
Yeah, I mean,
Let's get into
yeah,
like, you know, how it's. I know it's not holiday yet, but it's holiday enough, Michael.
Sure. Holiday enough.
I love it. I grew up in Delaware, and so we would go to Delaware beaches.
You go to Rehoboth?
We go to Rehoboth, yeah.
Hell yeah,
Absolutely.
the most biblical sounding beach. Give me a more fucking fire and brimstone beach than Rehoboth.
Yeah.
Oh, don't be bad.
Jesus
or you
Beach?
will face Rehoboth. No, like don't sin or you will face Rehoboth.
Oh,
Like, you know,
right. It's like the Lake of Fire sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
This meal was good enough for Rehoboth. Okay, that's a Monty Python joke that
I mean,
nobody
Delaware-
gets from 30 years ago. I thought my dad would jump right in on that.
Delaware has a ton of coastline, right? It's got a lot of coastline.
Yeah, yeah. There's
Slower,
some actually,
lower.
There's some. Yeah. That's right. That's
Knew
right.
that. Knew that.
There is some beautiful beaches there. Actually, I mean, Rehoboth is very nice. Bethany Beach is very nice. Dewey is like the party beach. That's where everybody goes for the like.
That's
you know,
the
It's a good
SUNY
party
senior
beach
week.
name.
SUNY Albany of beaches for
Dewey
you people.
Beach. Yeah, if you will. But
week at Dewey.
then we started.
it.
Do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
I just
do
made
it.
that up, like Nike. But then I started going to Jersey beaches, and then
You never went back to
and
Delaware after
and
that?
I haven't really. We started going to Wildwood because I got bored with the rides and the games at Rehoboth because I really wanted rides and games. I wanted to go where the action was.
And those do represent a step up as far as.
yeah,
I mean,
Wildwood,
Maurice
the Wildwood,
Piers at
yeah,
Wildwood. That was a
Is
huge.
there stuff at Asbury, or is
huge
there just
deal.
the thing?
No, there's
No,
not.
no.
Actually,
Asbury's not.
I go there every summer.
Well, I do too. I love it.
What?
I love that. Man, we just keep
Let's
finding
hang
these
out,
cool
man.
things about each
Okay,
other.
now you
man.
two have to
Somebody's
go
gonna
I was
hang
just,
out after the show.
I was just there a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, you know, if you go to Coney Island or Asbury Park, you're seeing Tilly.
Yeah, Tilly.
No matter what.
I was in
Absolutely.
Far Rockaway yesterday, so it's in between.
We're talking about New
Very
Jersey
nice.
right now, so let's.
Coney Island is not Far Rock. Is
No,
not, yeah.
I know, but it was. I was just okay.
Yeah, Tilly from the old steeplechase.
That's right.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
But no, there are no like rides at Asbury Park. But there's a cool old
There's a mini
gaming.
golf.
There's mini
Well,
golf.
the Silver Ball Museum is amazing.
Yes.
There's a
Pitch and putt.
vintage collection of pinball machines there. That's incredible.
Wow, wouldn't that be great? Isn't that a much better place for like Splinter or the mutagen from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to land if you had all these intelligent pinball machines? That would be much more fun.
Yeah.
Stupid sewer.
Stupid sewer.
And that's a main part of Teenage Mutant
it's a
Ninja
big
Turtles
draw,
is
yeah.
the sewer
Yeah.
Yeah.
aspect of it.
Yeah.
It's a
I hate
main
it.
plot line.
Yeah, no, I wish it would happen on the beach in Jersey instead. It'd be totally different.
It would be cult status then. It wouldn't
made
have
three-
blown up as big.
Sentient pinball machines.
They made 3 live actions, right? There was the secret, the first one, The Secret of the Ooze, and then
Back in the Shell.
yeah, and then the third one they time traveled. Yeah.
No one's talking shit. Everybody loves them. No one's
They time traveled back.
Keep everybody happy.
They time traveled back and killed the guys who optioned the show in the first place. they Looper. They closed the loop completely.
I remember going. Here's how supportive of the arts my mother is and always has been. She got me an early dismissal from, I want to say, kindergarten to go to the first showing of the first Ninja Turtles on a Friday because I wanted to see it.
Let's give a shout to John's mom.
June Gallagher, thank you. Wow. And we went, and I went with my cousin, and they were giving out free like plush Ninja Turtles, and I feel like he got the last one, and I was kind of bummed about it.
You got one that said Truant.
Yeah. I got an actual turtle. I was like, well, I don't want this.
I'm never going to Chinatown again.
I don't know why I don't know why I remember this, but I remember my cousin. He was younger than me, and he was like, "When is the TV gonna turn on?" to the movie screen, and everybody around us laughed.
Did you go to Philly to see it, or did you go?
No, I think we went to a local theater in Delaware. Yeah,
they have movie theaters in Delaware. I know it's small.
We just lost Delaware.
Can you use American money, or is there something?
Yeah,
do they have?
you can.
Do they have Peninsula?
No, Delaware has its own currency. I mean, in a way, with
the
all
Wilmington
the
whammy bucks. That's what it's called, right?
You just get a Wawa gift card.
They don't have Social Security in Delaware. You just get Wawa gift cards that refill till you die.
No corporate tax.
Yeah. If you want to buy something, buy a car, buy a computer, come on down to Delaware.
Come on down to Delaware.
Or if you're looking to incorporate, there's really no place finer.
I was watching Wayne's World came on, and I had to watch it until the end, but I didn't get the Delaware part with the green screen. I really regretted not watching.
So
that
good.
part.
You didn't get it?
I didn't tune in by that time.
Oh, I thought we were gonna have to. Explain
no, I never
I thought we were
understood
gonna have to explain it to you.
No, the one thing I
mean,
did
let's
get
pretend you. Hold on, let's just pretend you didn't.
The
John,
one
can
thing
you
I
explain
did
it
get
to
in
him?
Delaware was scabies
Oh,
from a tick bite.
Whoa!
Is
Wait,
what I'm
a tick
telling.
bite can give you scabies? I don't know if that's true.
Game changer.
I think your mom told you that to make you feel better.
No. She said they weren't. She said those people weren't my real friends if they weren't. If they didn't like me from me. No, this was a
Not
time.
because what?
No, I had a rough time.
Sorry.
I had a rough time in 2002. I remember trying to fix myself Ayurvedically. Is that a verb?
Ayurvedically?
In the Ayurvedic fashion. So I would smear myself with a cream of turmeric, and then I was like, that's not enough for those little buggers. I'm gonna spice it up. So I would dust myself with cayenne and turmeric every day in a cream, and I turned orange and turned all my clothes orange.
For the record, I do that every morning. I drink that every morning. Turmeric and cayenne
Yeah,
pepper
and you have
and
no
some lemon.
scabies inside, do
No,
you?
I don't. No.
Oh, that.
I also recently saw some weird YouTube video that was going around about some goat that got, mauled by a tiger but was still alive. And
This is a good segue.
And the tribe came in and they just spread turmeric all over him. And then he became turmeric. I don't know how to fucking say it. I don't know. You hear a bunch of different ways of saying it. Anyway,
Goat-timer?
No, the goat. The goat
Lord
is cool.
Goat-timer.
The goat's gravy now. So
Yeah,
I think you're
gravy
doing the
goat.
right thing. Not gravy like he turned into gravy. He's good. He's better. He got better.
He's comfortable.
Second
now.
Monty
second
Python.
Monty
Yes.
Python. Everyone
That
got
one I
that
know.
one, Yeah. Oh yeah. Now drink. Yeah. It was a goat that didn't deserve to live, and you're saying the turmeric saved its life.
Correct. So, I mean, your scabies probably deserve to live.
I killed them
and you
with
killed them.
lice shampoo. The Ayurvedic thing did not work.
Were you camping in Delaware? Or you just
That's what the kids are calling it these days.
Milford counts as
camping.
camping, right?
Sure.
Milford's pretty rural.
Yeah, it's rural there.
Yeah, it's rural.
Oh yeah.
But after I got home, I looked at I guess I hadn't looked at my abdomen in a few. I was just looking at everyone else's abdomen, because when you go through Delaware, it's like,
Show me your
I'm
abdomen.
a gorgeous man.
Yeah, is that a thing?
That's on the license
Does
plate.
everybody
Yeah.
show their abdomen?
Is that what it is? That's the state motto, right?
Yeah. Show me your
Yeah,
abdomen.
show me your abdomen. It's on the sign when you drive in.
So,
and you cross
so
the border.
after I got back to the confines of Staten Island, I looked at my abdomen, and there was a tick hanging from it. Does Delaware have ticks? Are they known for their ticks?
I don't know. I went to 3 days of it. I never went to camp when I was a kid. I had too much separation anxiety. I didn't want to and my parents
Same here.
were somehow enjoyed the the madness of having me home all summer and just going insane. But I went to like a 3-day camp thing at the end of the 6th grade. And I don't remember where they took us, but I came home and had a tick on my abdomen. But it was like it had just gotten on.
So much weird shit
so I was
going
able
on
to pull
stage,
it off very
man.
easily.
That's good.
And it didn't bite me, thankfully.
Oh, wow.
He was just hanging
It
there?
was just like he was
Just
on
hitching
there.
a ride?
And
Yeah.
he never went to camp again.
And I never did. And I also remember at that camping trip, they did like one of those things where they gather everybody, you know, all the kids from the school around the bonfire, and they told some crazy, scary story, and then some guy, they ran out with like a, you know, chainsaw with the blades taken off of it, and just scared the hell out of everybody. And then like later that night, I went into the like communal bathroom, and I remember I was washing my hands, and as I was washing my hands, I saw blood drip into the sink. And I was like, "Oh my god!" And I like my first instinct was somebody's up there, or some, you know. And I just had a bloody nose. I was bleeding on into the sink at the time.
So, John, you must have some plugs for your nose that you want to plug for us.
Yes, yes, of course. Oh, what to plug? Well, my band, I have the record that I put out with that's like a singer-songwriter thing, but then I also play drums in a band called Lakes, and we're playing on Wednesday night in the city. If anybody wants to come have some
New York City,
some 5th of July, yeah, New York City, the East Village, a place called Berlin, which is in the basement below that 2A bar on 2nd and A. And we're playing. It's like there's like 5 or 6 bands on the bill. It's only $8 for the whole thing. We're playing around 9.
All right,
it's a pretty cheap shebang, man.
Yeah, it should be fun. And then I had this crazy movie just come out called The Belko Experiment. Thank you, thanks. Yeah, thank you very much. It's a crazy, very, very bloody, kind of violent, intense movie. But James Gunn wrote it, who directed the Guardians of the Galaxy films, and also did some great movies like the Dawn of the Dead remake and Slither. That's out now, available to rent and stream where movies are available to purchase.
Not on Spotify.
Not on Spotify. Your nose not yet. Well, the soundtrack might be, for all I know.
Okay.
Your nose is bleeding.
Okay.
But also, I got really into making playlists on Spotify.
Okay.
I made
can I find you then?
Yeah, man, I'll send you.
Oh, yeah.
I made like
I'm
made
sorry.
an early 2000s emo
I
one
feel
the other
so
day that I'm really
violated.
proud of.
All right. Okay.
I'm sorry, I feel so violated. This is like in the 90s.
Shake your head.
We would make our mixtapes for people, and we would make them for one person. You know, you love your fiance for some reason. We'll find out later when we dissect your brains.
Whoa, man!
But I'm
Shots
saying,
fired, man!
you
What
have-
the hell? These are John's plugs. What's going on here?
You have private personal
done
feelings
plugging.
about somebody that you put into a mixtape or something like that, and now everyone can see what those songs
Yes,
are. You know what I mean?
I felt that way too, and guess what? I'm over it. You get it. You get over it because I'm too old now to like find new stuff. So I like it's imperative that I look at other people's shit that they're listening to find new things, because otherwise I'm lost.
Yeah, the Village Voice is like about this thick now. You can't really find any new bands in there.
Nobody's playing at Brownies these days.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm reading that Meet Me in the Bathroom book right now, that Lizzie Goodman book. It's about the kind of early 2000s rock and roll revival, if you want to call it that here. And they talk about Brownies a lot in there. Yeah.
Brownies was cool. That was a good. That place in Spiral is another one they probably talk about too.
Yeah, they took all the spots.
East Village rock clubs.
I left that book on a plane the other day, and I'm very, very distraught.
For the listener, if anybody picked up a free
Yeah,
copy.
what is it? American Airlines flight
If anybody
892.
flying Delta 1586, and I know this because I looked it up so that I could fill out the lost and found report on Delta.com.
He also
You're never getting
cross-referenced
that
it
book
with the
back.
credit cards used
I
to
know, it's
purchase
never
tickets
coming.
here tonight,
Never
so we
coming
know
back.
that someone here was on that flight.
I'm just gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go buy it again, and that's fine. I like to support. Anytime I love a book, I like to buy it multiple
You're
times.
plugging your group and someone else's.
Yeah, I've
book.
just started
This is
plugging
amazing.
other people's art, but
I
that's,
understand.
I'm fine with that.
Well,
I
if you
put it
give
off
us your
track.
snail mail address, Danny and Mike will mail you a new book.
Amazing.
Wow.
Because that's how we do
Yeah,
it.
normally it's a
I can't
T-shirt.
respect
Usually we
that.
give out T-shirts, but we're out of most people's sizes, so we'll get you a book instead.
How about a buck?
I'll accept that, but you guys don't have to do that. It's gift enough being here with you, being on stage
Oh,
with you.
man.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Gallagher Jr.
That's a way.
Let's give him a big round of applause. Thank you, John.
That's the best guest podcast exit ever.
Check out
Thank
his
you.
album Sixth Day Hurricane on Spotify.
John Gallagher.
Wow. Very nice. Thank you so much, John. Who's ready to close the show out with a little fun and games? Anybody? Anybody?
Well, I think John was great.
Yes, thank you so much, John.
Thank you, John.
We really appreciate it. Another hand. Why not? Who cares? John Gallagher Jr. That's right. Well, we did want to do some games because I think that's a big part of sort of our '90s experience, at least mine. And we wanted to make this a little interactive, so we wanted to talk. To maybe get somebody to play some games with us, and I don't know. We need a couple people who. What's that? Wait. You're not.
Okay. We got some eager beavers here. Hello.
That's weird.
Hello.
That's weird.
Hi, my name's Andrew. Hi, my name is Reed. And we were the original Almost Brothers on TV until you took it from us.
Okay.
Stole it. You stole it from us. I've had this flash drive for 30 years.
Wait.
Hey, wait a second. That doesn't add up.
I don't think they invented flash
1988
drives. Those.
Yeah,
Was that
what's-
like a Nintendo game in there?
No,
What?
this was a floppy disk and we folded it. Now it's a flash drive.
Oh wow.
You and your Nickelodeon thugs had our show buried and destroyed us after me and Reed had surgery to become legal brothers. For that glorious month, we had the same throat and we were brothers
Wait a second. Wait.
What is this?
A second. Wait. I just also want to know, how did you get the flash drive into here while you're still holding the flash drive?
It's got Bluetooth.
Have you ever? It's like Bump when you used to bump iPhones. You just give me the stuff.
But this is the pilot we made. As you can see, it was called, are we bringing this up?
Do you guys want to see the pilot from their TV show? I mean, they seem really upset about this whole thing. So I guess I guess we'll show it. All right.
I don't believe these guys.
Well, let's just see it.
This one's up.
As you can see, brothers who are both named
Was this
Pete.
from Nickelodeon
1991.
East?
This is 1991.
Is this Nickelodeon East Germany?
We were so distraught we didn't even age.
Ay, that's good.
You guys look the same.
We didn't age.
You're my brother. Brothers. Secret brother handshake. Initiate.
It had problems in post.
Oh, I met these guys at the
Okay,
store.
wait a
They followed
second.
me home.
What's with the gun? What's with the
I don't know
gun?
the little guy's name, but I want to call him Marbles.
Scumbag. So is this coke or heroin? I'm
Okay, this wasn't on Nickelodeon.
It was too.
Mix them together.
Dude, was our pilot episode like
There's
this?
like $1 billion of drugs in there. You can't be cool about this, can you? You can't be cool about this. Look, I know we're TV brothers, but they need to go. Fine. If you can't be cool enough, Pete, to hang out with
See?
my new brother,
It's all in there, right from under us.
Yeah, I'm meeting guy. Make me feel this big. Look, I'm sorry we fought. I hate fighting with
What are
you.
you laughing about? This isn't funny.
It reminds me of us. It's a little bit.
Brother. Sorry, we had a small argument. Now we're better brothers.
Oh.
Says you can see.
What?
Yeah, it was a little edgy for Nickelodeon.
Well.
Wait,
This is what you'll get from Nickelodeon Canada. They were more on the ball. They were edgier.
Canadian. That's making a lot of sense.
It was us and Alanis Morissette, and only one came out alive.
All right, ladies.
You can clap if
All
you
right.
want. I'm not sure what
I don't
we
know if
just
clapping
saw.
is the appropriate response for that.
So let me get this straight. You
They
guys
are the K in corn.
You guys are upset with these guys because they sort of stole your
Yeah,
thunder?
wait a second.
Or
Let's putting it a little lightly. We've been holding a grudge for 30 years. We have been thinking about this every day, and we're here to prove to you who we are. Except... I was going to destroy each of you with my own hands.
Oh.
I was even to carve a real blowhole in your back, Danny.
That's
a
messed
real
up.
blowhole.
Can we?
But
look
now
at those
as...
little-
Oh, look at those
Look at
hands.
those little hands,
Let's
though. You
see,
gonna run for
let's see,
president?
huh?
Well,
Let's see. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well,
as born-again Christians now,
that we found the Lord Christ,
we wanted to say we forgive you guys.
Dude, forgive us for what? We didn't do anything wrong.
What do we have to do to get forgiven?
We've been living our lives in hiding for 30 years.
We just did a musical tour of Pyongyang for 15 years.
We weren't allowed to be called Pete. You think I want my name to be Reed? That's a stupid name. That's what you do to books. I want to be a Pete.
Okay.
There's nothing stopping you.
Listen, I think the only, we had planned to get some audience members and do a little, some few games, but I guess you just want to have a TV bro off, or should we do that?
Let's do it.
Yeah. You guys want to see a TV bro off? Maybe we'll see who's the best TV brothers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
We'll start with an easy one.
Okay. So, Dan, do you mind grabbing that the guitar? It's going to involve that.
Okay.
It's in the back. Nope, you're going the wrong way. Yep.
I'm just putting the microphone down.
All right.
Tempers flaring early.
Gosh.
They forgave you. I don't know why you're so upset. It doesn't make any
brotherly
sense.
of them.
Because I need to be forgiven for something. And I
Yeah. See, this is what
did I do?
this is the whole thing for Catholic moms right here. You've cracked open an industry.
Okay.
Great.
So I think the game. Well, the game was going to be, let's play some songs in a happy style or in a sad style, and then we'll get the audience to vote on whether which one wins. So I guess since it's your show, we'll go ahead and start with you.
Okay. Can I choose my team member?
No.
It's too late.
You chose it 30 years ago.
Here, Michael.
I choose the guy with the guitar.
All right, choose one card.
Okay. Ready?
That's two.
It's 2 cards.
I like twins. What can I say? Okay. Oh no, I don't want that. I don't even know that song. Give me
It
the
doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. He put Binfold 5.
Don't know
Brick.
that. I don't know that.
He's gonna sing that in a happy way.
I don't know the song.
Ready? Go, Danny. If you want me to do it, you can't do it.
Do it like do it.
Here's the deal.
Do it in the style.
1995, Michael. You don't know who Ben Folds is?
Do it in the style.
What's up?
No. All right, let's go. Yeah, moving on.
Okay, ready?
It's okay.
All right, I guess that's something.
That
that's something.
that version.
That's a happy version.
Yeah.
Am I playing
That's okay.
the game right?
Yeah. That version really takes the edge off the abortion part of the song.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a light.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you can hand the.
You can't dance to most.
Okay, your
abortion
turn
songs.
now, striped losers.
If you can hand hand the guitar over and.
I was thinking.
You guys can pick one. Oh no, actually, you're going to do the same one. Let's do the same one. How about that? It's going to be Brick by
So-called
Benfold
deep.
5. Happy.
Oh, she's a brick and I'm drowning slowly. Oh,
500 miles and I would get a brick.
And I'd take her home and I'd get me that bread.
Who do you guys play for when you tour? When you've been touring, you allegedly have been touring for 15 years, right?
Well, it was kind of a residency.
Yeah, it was supposed to be one show in North Korea, and then they kind of
was it like a retirement residency? Was it a assisted living residency? What kind of residency?
Okay, well, let's put a pin in that. Ladies and gentlemen, give a show of hands if you think these two had the better version of the song. Wow, that sucks, dudes. That sucks for you guys.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Really
you were
sucks.
very kind. I know you have to be here till we leave.
Now's a bad time to say I'm in John's band.
Let's go ahead and give. Wow. Let's go ahead and tell us if you like these guys. What do you think about their review? Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 1-0.
Okay.
Well,
next
as
song
it should be.
Another one? Is this the best out of
on the
3?
list. You know what? Maybe we'll do this.
Here, let me close my eyes and pick one.
Okay. That's 2.
Oh, this is not easy.
This is going to be a sad version of What a Wonderful World. All right, fellas, kick it off. Let's go.
Okay, sure. Ready? Blue skies and stuff. Nuclear bombs in the sky. It's a good world. Robin Williams is dead. by suicide.
Okay. Let's go ahead and pass that off. Back off to these gentlemen. Okay, yeah, I know. Get a tissue.
Actually, we could have a 5-minute. We have a 5-minute cry break if that's possible.
That was really mean.
I know.
Okay. Take a minute. It's okay. All right, gentlemen.
Grab a water while you're at it.
Ready?
Yeah, we're ready. This is their rendition of "What a Wonderful World." Very sad. Let's not.
We got God back in the White House this year.
Wow.
And everything's going A-okay. And everything will be cool.
What a wonderful world.
Nice.
Wow. Okay.
Babies.
I guess. Okay. Let's go ahead and give let's go ahead and do some judging.
Mm-hmm.
Who thinks these two had the best version of that song?
Can we change the rules for this part? Who thought we did a great job, and just show that by gentle silence.
That's
wow.
called,
Really.
Well, the applause really shone through.
They really outthought you on that one.
Yeah, that's a backfire. So that means we. That means that Danny and Mike have won this challenge.
Win, right? We win the whole thing, right?
Zip.
Yeah, we win everything, right?
Most games do go best out at 2, so.
Yeah,
That's a P. So we get a P and
Most
you get
real,
nothing.
most real
And
brothers.
we're gonna get that eat too, man.
Yeah.
Okay, next off, I'd like you guys. This is going to be the Little Pete insult challenge.
You know what? I'm going to take this one off. You should be able to handle this one fine on your own. I mean, you basically wrote the book on
Well,
this.
yeah, I'm saying.
I am so confident.
Insults are my game.
I'm so confident that we can win this one that I will sit it out and also encourage Dan to insult with one hand behind his back.
Fine.
We got
I thought this was the
got
Little Pete kind
this. We got this. We got this.
Wow.
See this?
Unsafe.
We got it.
Unsafe.
Okay, so if you could go ahead and get back to back, 2 of you, and then the other one is right behind. Nope, you come up this way. Go ahead.
Oh, I got it.
No, we're actually doing the video.
How is
from
Danny gonna
Beat It.
know?
We're doing the video from
I'll
Beat
say
It.
it's me, Danny.
I feel like this is like a Alexander Hamilton.
It's on the count of 3. You draw, right? Is
Aaron
that what it
Burr
is?
thing
Here,
happening.
here's one for you, and here's one for you.
So do we use it in a sentence?
No. It's
Wait,
an
what?
exclamation. No cheating.
No,
Come on.
wait.
I think you can just turn around and insult the person
yeah.
however you
On the
see
count
fit.
of 3.
If
On the
it's in a
count of 3.
sentence, however you want to do it.
Audience.
On the count of 3, they're going to
Audience,
turn
help
around
us out.
and talk.
I'm backing my horse.
Yeah, he
We have
certainly
to
does
use
have
it
a
in a
horse
sentence.
face.
Yes, let's use it in a sentence when you turn around on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
You need to.
You're a.
Let me tell you something. When you said that about my mom, I said to you, "Bite the wind."
Wow. Shots.
He's got a point.
I don't want it. I can't. How? Guff bucket.
Well, that's not a.
That's not what it says.
It's not really a sentence either.
Yeah,
right?
it's what it says. I
says-
know, but how can?
It says
it's not a real word.
Okay,
That's a
ladies and
bullshit
gentlemen-
one.
No, I'm going to have to give that round to these gentlemen right here.
No, that's not fair.
No, dude.
Sorry.
Dude, this is your thing. This is your thing. It's like beating Canada at curling. Come
you
on.
should have worked
Yeah,
your
but you know
character
what?
stuff in
Look,
the trailer.
I didn't write them, Michael. I just was told how to say it. Okay, I'm not like making them up on the spot.
Oh, you like a trained monkey
These
saying
guys had
lines?
30 years to do nothing but talk to each other.
And it shows.
Oh, son of a.
They certainly weren't drinking milk.
Okay. This is the next
Was this in the
Pete
show?
insult.
Fuck. Was this really one in the show?
I
Because
believe
me
it
see
was.
that. Let me see,
I mean,
let me
the
see.
internet doesn't lie.
Really?
Okay,
Don't
3,
believe it.
2, 1, go.
You remind me of my dad because you're a chum jockey.
Wow.
That's just one letter away from.
well, there's
Is it chum jockey? Yeah, it's chum jockey.
okay.
It's one letter
well,
away from what?
Don't ask.
Chum jockeys.
Hum jockey.
Chud.
Oh, cum hockey.
Chud
Nope, I
jockey.
don't. Let me.
Well, you know what?
Chuds.
Just
Yeah, chuds.
you're just a stupid skank weevil.
Come on, dude. Come on,
Not
dude.
even
Okay, time out.
These
Okay.
aren't real
Okay,
good
okay,
ones.
we have-
You're
okay, we
getting
have
all
time.
the good ones.
We have one timeout in this challenge.
Okay,
We have-
but
we
we
just-
have, I'd like to use our timeout.
I'm going to use our timeout to compliment Andrew. I love you.
Okay,
So great.
I like your beer.
You're really smart.
we are.
These are shitty
How
cards.
long did it take you to grow your hair like that?
I know.
You can do this.
Okay,
You can do this. All right, let's do this.
Fine.
And we're back.
Christ.
Let's see who won that round. Was it Danny and Mike? Oh, wow.
I know you're
crowd
giving me shitty
has
ones.
turned.
Show of silence, please.
Or these two gentlemen.
Who are now called Team Cum Jockey.
Jockeys.
I don't want to give you guys any sort of advantage.
Encouragement. Don't give them any sort of
All I want to
encouragement.
say is, this is it. If you don't win this round, you're going to... I don't even want to say it. Okay, here's the last round.
I'm starting to regret sitting this round out.
Yeah, I think so too. You
Wait,
know,
yeah.
I'm just telling everybody that all I do is just read.
Okay,
I just read other people's
back to
stuff.
back.
Remember,
Please.
hey, dude, remember. You got this, okay?
Okay.
You're
Reed,
the
you can
golden
go.
child.
Okay.
Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
Reed, you can do this because you're my best friend and my best brother, and we're going to live forever.
Thank you, Andrew.
3, 2, 1, go!
Hey, man.
Hey.
You look like a hammerhead.
Oh, yeah?
Point landed.
If I'm a hammerhead, you gave me a scab, and I'm saying, is this guy picking your scabs the way he's picking mine?
That might be one of the best Pete insults ever.
It's random.
I think he drew blood on that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, Danny and Mike, did they win this round? Oh, God, it's silence.
Some bullshit,
It's
man.
just silence.
Some
well, that
bullshit.
means this game we have a winner. Andrew and Reed, ladies and gentlemen.
Ugh. Can you start calling us Pete and Pete from here
No,
on?
you
I'm
get
sorry.
a Pete, just
thank
like
you.
we do.
No,
The next
the
one
game
is
is tied. There are no
Eat.
names being handed out yet.
Isn't it eat and each?
Dude,
doing
these
it,
guys
Pete?
grew up in a tank. You know, I had a regular life, not studying
We're the,
you.
I know.
For 30 years.
I'm very sorry.
Okay.
man.
The two
I'll-
guys
I'll
who
make
saw
it up.
Tank Girl.
I'll make it up to you. I'll make it up.
How?
We have one more round.
Can we go to Wildwood?
Last round.
Winner goes to Wildwood.
Winner goes to Wildwood.
Okay. Are we ready? This one is... This one's going to be a good one. It's the ultimate TV brother trivia.
Ugh.
Oh, I know this because you're my best brother.
I know this because you're my best
Don't look
brother.
at me.
Okay.
We know this because we've been working together since 1989.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
real.
I mean, we
This
took
one-
a break.
for real.
We took
didn't-
a break to go to college and stuff,
Yeah,
and then there
yeah,
was.
and then there was the
time
after
I was
college.
I was traveling in Japan and elsewhere.
I caught him at a show at McCarran Park,
And
one
I
day,
caught him throwing up
I
between
was
cars.
throwing up in between cars because I was very hungover.
But that's good for your memory about knowing about the other person.
I was one, and George Bush was president, so point for us.
That's
Another
not how the
point
point
for-
system works. You can't get a... I'm sorry.
no, you can't get a point for that.
No. Okay, let's go right into it. Danny, you're going to be answering the question, and Andrew, you'll be answering the question.
Okay.
Can I be blindfolded for no reason?
Absolutely not.
That's fair. We know what happened last time you were blindfolded. Nobody wants that.
Okay, first question. This is dating game style. All right, ready?
Okay.
Michael, I mean Danny, I need you to answer.
Who's talking?
You're getting very in.
Who's talking?
Okay,
Yes.
Danny.
Man, this booth is
Yes.
nice.
What are your TV brother's favorite work pants?
Oh, he loves the Carhartts.
Correct.
Wow.
He knows about me.
It's true. I'm always
okay.
checking out his pants.
He's always checking out my pants.
Work pants.
Come on, you know this.
They're denim.
Don't
Yeah.
choke. Don't choke.
They
Don't
have
choke.
a biblical name.
Well-
Levi's. They.
Come on.
Abrahams.
Abrahams. Fuck.
No,
Abrahams.
that is incorrect. It would be
Jeans.
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 All right.
That means Danny and Mike wins the first one.
Don't
Suck it.
Can I take
the
my
ones I
blindfold
wear,
off
mate.
now, or no?
No.
Okay.
So, second question is...
Is it for
and-
me?
you.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
What was your TV brother's earliest crush, Mike?
The Nestle Quick. Mini,
Okay.
Where the ears would swirl all the way up.
Yep.
You know he's right.
Well, okay. Well, what is yours?
Andrew's earliest crush is, well, you're looking at him.
Oh,
Yes. Thank you.
that is correct.
Is there a bucket for me to be sick in?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's 1-1. 1-1.
Where does the points come from?
Well, it's just
honesty?
it's a yeah, exactly.
Seems both arbitrary
Intimacy.
and capricious.
Well, let's just go with it. If my TV brother, and this is
I
this
forgot
is
I
for
was
you.
blindfolded. I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is for you. If my TV brother was a Disney actor, who would he be?
Gaston from Beauty and the Beast.
Okay, Gaston. That's
Is
not
it
bad.
it? Was that it? Yeah.
Gaston.
Wow.
It was Gaston.
Okay, your turn. What if your TV brother was a Disney actor? Who would it be?
Character, Disney character.
Character?
Not Kurt
Character.
Russell. Not Kurt Russell,
Okay.
the famous
Well, you could
Disney
do Kurt
actor
Russell.
from the computer wore tennis shoes.
Is it character or actor?
It's actor on the card, so that's the official.
It's the actor.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, if Reed
blind,
and
you're
I
Oh,
blindfolded.
I forgot I was blind.
Reed, if he were a Disney actor because he looks the same as him without his shirt off, would
Jack
be
Black.
Ryan Gosling.
That's
Wow,
true.
wow.
Technically, Ryan Gosling is actually just Andrew on my shoulders.
Put together.
Oh wow.
That's just who he is.
And like a coat, like a long coat.
They're gonna go with a half length.
Okay. Unfortunately, that was a tie. So you both won on that one. So this one, I don't want to build it up too much, but
How many marbles is this one for?
this is for
All of them?
Yes.
Shit. I'm so into this. I'm committed to this. I'm gonna pluck my own eyeballs out for this
Okay.
one.
My dad said if I lose something one more time, never mind.
Okay.
You
So-
have a dad?
This last question, we're going to
might
leave it up
not.
to you guys who wins. This is for all, as Mike says, all of the marbles. And the question is, what was the very first thing you ever said to your TV brother?
Hi, I'm Michael.
Followed by "Don't touch me there."
Oh yeah, hi, I'm
Oh,
Michael.
wow.
Don't touch me there. No, that's good. Hi,
That
I'm
was the
Michael.
full thing.
Comma.
Okay, all right.
Don't touch me
So
there.
yeah, we got
We're
it.
going to say
Other
ours on the
repeats?
count of three, Andrew. You ready?
1, 2, 3. I love you.
Wow. I
remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't.
It was yesterday. You get your minds wiped daily.
Well,
You're clones.
we've spent our whole lives together, but
In
after
a
we
tank.
were reborn in Christ.
In his blood.
Ooh.
What?
Wow. It's a lot of blood.
Okay, I lost the card, but it was a tie, or still tied, so has to be the tiebreaker.
Are we going into extra innings?
I thought
Yeah.
we just tie broke.
No, that was you both said they had correct
we
answers.
were tie-brucking, but now we're going to be the tie-broker.
Okay.
Okay.
You have
This
to get your
competition has gone off the rails.
You have to get your tie broker's license before you can do something
That's
like
true.
that.
That's a good point. The last question: if you were stranded on a desert island, what
Discs.
album would you bring your TV brother?
Oh, my... Jesus, this is hard.
And let's go ahead. You guys can go first. Actually, since you haven't done it the whole time.
I'm going to pull two albums. The first half of Billy Joel's The Stranger, followed by the second half of Glass Houses.
Is that?
You love Billy Joel, right?
No, but
You love Billy Joel. We talk about Billy Joel, the
Wow.
Bulldog.
you talk
Jay.
about... You
Okay.
talk,
I'm
First
thinking
of all,
that maybe. I'm
Sweet
thinking
Billy
maybe.
J.
I've been talking to the wrong brother this whole time.
Wow.
not my scene, dude.
Is that possible?
No, he
Okay.
just said he doesn't like it.
Read.
Yeah.
Read.
No,
Yeah.
all
read,
of your
read.
songs can't be about a freewheeling good time. Suck it, Billy Joel.
No, Vienna's a song about sadness.
That's a formal.
It's a
That's a formal
beautiful
song. Yeah, with the.
All right.
Might
I
be
don't.
about Vienna.
I don't know if I want to continue with him.
waiting
He's
for
really
you.
talking up Billy Joel.
Well, if you do, if you get this question right,
If you do,
you could win the whole thing. The whole kit and caboodle.
Okay,
Whatever that is.
it's the
Okay, you need me to repeat the question just for anybody on the telecast?
for anyone who's stalling.
Yes. No, we're not selling. The question is, which album would you bring for your TV brother if stranded on a desert island? No pressure. If you get this, you win.
Come on, man. You know me.
Sure, I know you. Jeremy, hold these for a second.
Wait. That's
I bet they're talking about how they're going to lose.
Yeah.
that's weird.
Oh, now they're talking about someone else.
I'm not sure.
Okay, we were talking about where we're going to eat after the show.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Where are
That's
you
totally
gonna
fine.
eat?
That makes sense.
I'll tell you right after this. The Stooges Funhouse. Final answer.
Danny, this is for all of those. Like I said, what?
I mean, he's right.
Oh, he's right,
He's
ladies
right.
and gentlemen.
He's done it.
You two can go back to
He's done
obscurity and live wherever else you lived.
Bye-bye,
The winners
Action
of our
Brothers.
challenges and the Ultimate TV Brothers are.
Hey, I
Back
thought
to the
you guys.
holding
I
tank.
thought you guys were all sorts of forgiving. You guys look butthurt. What's going on?
I feel like I was set up to fail, and that hurts.
I mean, all
But
this
do you
time
still
he's-
forgive us?
Don't worry.
They still forgive us.
Try to stay mad at that Lego Maniac's face.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
Ladies
and gentlemen,
you
thank
pulled
you.
the denim vest over my eyes for the last time.
Thank you so much to coming out to Union Hall. This has been Nostalgia Personified.
Yeah.
This is Andrew Short, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Reed Fader. And our guest, John Gallagher Jr.
Mr.
Check
John
out his
Gallagher.
music.
John Gallagher Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael C. Morona. Mr. Danny Tamborelli.
Hey.
And I am Jeremy.
Jeremy Balin,
Producer
everybody.
Jeremy.
Thank you.
Thank you guys
Who
for coming
has a
out. Let's
last
get some
name.
drinks.
Come on back on August 6th. We'll do it again.
That too. Oh, and we have a whole new relaunch going. We're having weekly content now, so you can. I have the fan, by the way. I'm hogging it.
Go to DannyandMike.com.
There you go. We have a
Relaunch
Patreon.
unconditional on
God,
that.
you know what?
Relaunch.
He thinks he's so good at being a producer, and then he doesn't know how to plug our own fucking podcast.
Well,
We have a podcast. It's called The Adventures of Danny and Mike. You should go to it every week, and Feral Audio puts it out for us.
Yep.
We have a Patreon campaign starting.
where
We
did
do
you-
videos every.
I'm trying to think of a witty response, but it's
Where
not
did
happening.
Jeremy find you guys?
Well, Reed and I share a podcast called The Story Must Be Told, and we also are in a band.
What?
With Danny.
Who?
With
Yeah,
Danny.
duh. The Undone
called the
Sweaters.
Yeah, the Undone Sweaters.
Undone.
Well, this is the most
Sweaters.
janky ending. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you all for coming out. We appreciate it. The Adventures of Danny and Mike stars Danny Tamborelli and Michael C. Morona. The show is produced by Jeremy Balin. The podcast is part of the Feral Audio Podcasting Collective and can be found on their website at feralaudio.com. For more information on the guys, visit our website at dannyandmike.com. Also, look us up on Twitter at Danny and Mike with the and spelled out, and on Facebook at facebook.com/The Adventures of Danny and Mike. Thanks for listening.